Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome you to lower body flow. Make sure you are in comfortable position, seated, maybe right on your yoga mat or seated on the chair. We are going to begin with pranayama, focusing on the diaphragmatic breath. We're going to focus on the lower ribs expanding on front side and the back, creating more space for breath. So this focus and awareness is to increase the capacity of the lungs, because we tend to breathe through the top of the chest naturally. It's kind of connected through the autonomic nervous system. And during the time right now where it seems like we have so much to do, or maybe not, but it's a little bit stressful, could be stressful. Especially now, we tend to breathe just through the top of the chest. So I really want to bring that awareness and focus to breathe into the lower rib cage, the diaphragm, but also breathing into all parts of the body. And why is it so important is that the greatest diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide happens in the lower part of the lungs. So it happens right at the bottom of the rib cage. If you suck in your belly, you can actually put your fingers down. You can feel the bottom of your lung tissue. And it happens there because there is higher density of the blood capillaries that surround the microscopic air sacs, the alveoli. So therefore, this area is so important in breathing. And if we don't breathe properly, we know what happens. I'm not going to go there. So focusing on the bottom through when we breathe and keeping the alignment through the spine. Let's close our eyes and bring awareness to your posture, to your body, noticing if there's any tension in the body. Relax your shoulders, lengthen through the spine, and align your ears with your shoulders. And just noticing the breath, just watching the breath as it flows in and out. And noticing its path and location, how deep is the flow of the inhalation. And then slowly soften and deepen the breath. So you feel like you're breathing to the back, to the kidney area. At the same time, lengthening the spine softly with ease and gentleness. Soft breath. Just deepening the inhale and feeling that diaphragm expanding. When we inhale, the diaphragm actually expands and lengthens like a parachute. It flattens. And when we exhale, it softens and it kind of like wraps around. So just bringing awareness to this big muscle. Just taking a moment to meditate on your chest, on your rib cage, This beautiful structure that resembles a bird cage, some could say. But just feeling your ribs expanding and softening as your muscles contract. Bring awareness to your thoracic spine and the thoracic back ribs and breathe into that area. That's where the muscles attach. So just softening through. And we'll begin with Anuloma Viloma, harmonizing breath. So again, begin to breathe into the heart with awareness, breathing into the heart, front of the ribcage, the chest bones, sternum. See if you can simultaneously keep all that length through the spine and softness through the ribcage. Softness through the collarbones, softness through the neck muscles. And we'll begin with first set of Anuloma Viloma for 10 rounds. Very soft and soothing, slow. Inhaling in through the left, pausing, switching, exhaling through the right. Inhaling through the right. Pausing, switching, exhaling through the left. And so on with your own flow. As you inhale and expand through the lower ribs, expanding through the front, sides and back of the ribcage, softening. Be mindful of that diaphragm, expanding, contracting, exercising the diaphragm by increasing, by controlling the breath. One more, wherever you are. Soft throat, soft face. As if you could breathe in and out through the entire body and coming to pause, to be with your eyes closed, without controlling your breath, without manipulating. Just allow this breath to flow. I knew that pranayama is anti-aging because of the prana energy. We increase capacity of the lung tissue, our breathing capacity, and we slow down the breathing. But also, I'm reading this book, the breathing book. It was published in 1996. And it's incredible. I am very fascinated by it because you learn that about all different illnesses and diseases. So I am very excited that we're doing it. I hope you're excited too. Okay, second set, Anuloma Viloma. You know what to do. Relax. Keep the length through the spine with softness. It shouldn't feel like, you know, a lot of effort. We just seated in a relaxed position and just breathing. Obstructing flow through the right nostril, breathing deep into the left side, and just notice what's happening. Even bring awareness to the lower part of the left rib cage and see if you can feel or visualize the diaphragm expanding into a parachute and then dropping and relaxing. So shifting that awareness as we breathe in through the left side, left rib cage, left side of the diaphragm. And then inhaling through the right rib cage. So we're just visualizing. Soft breath. One more, very soft, and really bring awareness to the sides. And relax. Deep breath into the heart and the belly simultaneously. Deep breath in and out. 2 more times. Lengthen the inhale and the exhale. And come back to the natural state. You can bring your hands into Jnana Mudra, right on top of your legs. Relax through your upper body. And just sit with no control, just watching your breath. However it comes. Even if it comes deep through the belly, just watch it. Especially if you do feel breathless. Just watching this prana energy flowing in as you rest. And from here, if you do feel stress and tightness through your neck and through your chest area, try tapping to your sternum. So it's the 3 fingers together. These are just tips for stress or for tension in the body. 3 fingers together, the pinky is out, thumb is out. I keep them together and I tap in the middle of my sternum and I go up and down, even over the sternoclavicular notch, the muscles below the collarbone. Just gently tapping, and you can sit in meditation, even gently lifting your chin to stretch through the platysma, your neck. Gently breathing and tapping. This actually helps to stop heart palpitations. So with people that have high blood pressure, heart palpitations, sleep apnea, any sort of things, this is not to replace any medications at all. It's just a technique to ease off tension in the body. And what's interesting is that the tension in the body, it could even come from the subconscious mind. So even from like thinking a lot, you know, worry, and, you know, it doesn't have to be stress physically, it just becomes mentally, and then subconscious mind absorbs it, and autonomic nervous system creates all this tension in the body. Okay, coming to Bhastrika, heating pranayama. And this sequence can be done every day for you. It's pacifying Vata, and Kapha during this season. So we know Bhastrika, we're gonna go for 20. If you like, you can do less or more. I'm going to pause in between for 2 sets. So bellows breath, exaggerated. Inhale, exhale through the nose. You can inhale, bring your arms up, stretch through the body, and exhale, coil in on the second set. We'll begin. Pause is very important. Relax your jaw. For the last 5, we're going to hold the breath for a little bit longer. Hold, and then exhale, and hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. One more. Inhale in, sip it in, expand, big balloon in the chest, exhale out. All the air out, navel in, pause, and inhale in. Inhale and lengthen the spine, enjoy the lightness. So we're biohacking nervous system here. Especially all the tissues of the nervous system, including fascia. So just allow yourself to pause and to be in this break, in this resting moment. Marley's missed that I mentioned that pranayama is anti-aging. And I'm very excited about it. I think my commitment will be again. We actually went through the entire year with pranayama, except since October when I lost Wi-Fi. But in spring, I'm going to get really good internet at home. So I'm excited, and I will definitely continue pranayama, morning pranayama for everyone. So second set, Bastrika, and if you like, you can try extending, really lengthening in, and your core is active when you do that. You're hugging your ribs in as you stretch, and then exhale, gently coil in. And this should feel really good, and it's very kapha releasing. For 20. Your own pace. Last one, take a breath and pause and exhale. I said 20 and I can't even do 20. Daisy had puppies again, and when I barely slept the last 2 nights, she has 6 beautiful puppies, 4 girls and 2 boys, and she's such a good mother. So this Bastrika really feels good in my body. We always listen to the body. It is healing, it's invigorating, it brings energy to the body. But I couldn't do 20 with the hands up. So always listen to your body and do what feels good. It's your own practice. Agnisara, pelvic floor. We're going to focus on that, hugging the pelvic floor. So we draw everything in as we exhale out, and we keep the pelvic floor lifted as we massage the belly. So it is going to be very soft, massaging the belly. It is harder, okay? So we're working on all the sphincters, all these muscles of the pelvic floor. So let's try one out, inhaling in, exhaling all the way out. Draw the navel in and up. Pelvic floor, hug, sphincters. And now very gently massage. Try to keep the contraction of your pelvic floor and all the sphincters. And when you're ready, inhale. Naturally, when we do Agnisara, it all kind of contracts and relaxes, right? This time we're going to try to hold it through the pelvic floor. So trying your best, we'll do 3 sets. And coming to pause. So as we exhale all the way up, and there's that moment where you draw the navel in and up, and you feel the Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is the lock at the bottom, pelvic floor. It's called Mula Bandha in yoga. So again, inhaling in, exhaling all the way out. Draw in and hug, and then just the belly. And pause. Relax through the pelvic floor, relax through the belly. One more. You really focus navel and pelvic floor and feel the signals as you exhale. It's like the elevator coming up. Suck it in. Inhaling in when you're ready. Coming to pause. Let's do 7 rounds of Ujjayi because it is number 1 pranayama for down energy this season. It's uplifting, okay? So not to say that we are depressed, but Ujjayi does work on depression. So uplifting energy to the body so we can share this uplifting energy with everybody else. Inhaling in. Exhaling through the left. So inhaling, resonating high-pitched sound. Really lengthen through the side. Lengthening and stretching, and exhaling. And pause. Stretch your legs out. And some movement to your knee joints. You're seated down on the floor. I really like just bouncing, tapping my legs down. And flex and point through your ankles, your toes. Stretching through the back of your legs. Pressing down with your heels, lift your knees, draw your toes in, so there's slight bend in the knees. You can do this as you sit on the chair as well. Extending and lifting. Draw your heels in towards your sit bones, gently pressing your feet down, and then pointing out. We are coming to stand beside the chair. I thought that today we're going to do a series of strengthening the hip joint exercises along with yoga poses. So let's begin by standing tall, feet hip distance apart, and because it is a morning, let's move those joints. So very gently, shifting the weight side to side, lift your knees, cross your knees. You can add your arms, however you want to swing, keeping your arms heavy. Draw your toes in towards the knee. Cross elbow to the knee. We're going to do a lot of toe to the knee today to activate the front of the lower leg. Stretch through the back of the leg. So just a little bit of a warm up that also works on balancing. And if this is difficult for you, you can always hold on to the chair. Shift the weight side to side, holding on to the chair, using the chair however you like. Coming in to stand, feet together. Now we're going to shift the weight forward and back. Gently pressing your ankles, knees, thighs. Lift your pelvic floor, align your shoulders with your hips, and just gently shift the weight to your toes. Lift your heels, lower your heels, shift the weight to your heels to stretch through the back of the legs. So using the chair for balance here, so you can really come down to your heels. We're going to pause here, come to your heels, feet pressing together, using the chair for balance. Lift your toes, and lift your arches off the floor and just balance on your heels. Deep breath in. Notice the right heel, left heel, and then gently shift the weight to the left, to the right. Keeping your toes up. Lift your pelvic floor, hug your pelvic floor, constantly reminding ourselves to lift the pelvic floor. This Friday flow is like Kegel exercises for a week. And then exhale, shift the weight forward and again, shifting forward and back with this intention from the front of the legs. Beautiful. Coming to stand, feet hip distance apart, inversion, eversion, inversion. And so rolling through the knuckles of the toes. Lift your toes, spread your toes as you roll in and out with your feet, in and out. From here, we're coming to roll in and spread the toes. So you're coming to roll in, spread the toes, and then connect one at a time. Connecting the toes one at a time. Now root down through the balls of the big toes. Lift your heels and lower your heels, and then relax. And again, roll onto the edges of your feet. Spread your toes, connecting with the baby toes, and then slowly, one at a time. See if you can do that. Put your toes one at a time. Simultaneously, both feet. The big toe last, and then press down through the big toes. Shift the weight forward, shift the weight back. One more time. Relax. Shake it up. Feet hip distance apart. Roll to the edges. And spread all of your toes. Connecting baby toe and so on. One after another. Big toe down. Press down. Feel the arches lift. and relax. We're going to do very gentle Utkadasana squats with feet hip distance apart. So we're going to inhale up, exhale, sit back, inhale, stand, exhale, release your arms. Inhaling up, exhale, squat, inhale up, exhale, release the arms. And again, so we'll do 12. Nice and slow. Can you feel your toe bones? Can you feel your toes pressing down? A little bit slower. 8 more. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, slow. Entire exhalation to pause and inhale, rise up. Exhale, release your arms. Inhaling up, all the way up. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. From the roots, from the feet, strong lower body, pressing up with the heels. Root down to rise. Inhaling, press down to rise. And one more, inhaling up. Exhale and pause. Pause, shift the weight forward to your toes. Activate through the back of your legs. Lift your pelvic floor, sit bones. Release your arms. Bring your hands to your thighs and pause. Exhale a little bit lower. Hugging through the pelvic floor and sit bones. As we inhale, we press through the heels to rise up. Pause, mountain pose. Shift the weight forward and back. Toe heel your feet together. And again, shifting the weight forward, lift the heels and pause. Balancing. Pressing your heels down, legs, pelvis, pelvic floor, core. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, lower your heels down and pause. Now we're coming to stay with legs together in Utkadasana. And now we're going to inhale arms up and we sit back at the same time. So we're using the momentum of the arms to sit back. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down, 8 more. Keep your legs together, lift your pelvic floor. 6 more. Using the momentum. Keeping the lower body strong, hugging your legs. And 2 more. On the last one, we're going to pause and we're going to pulse. So we're going to pause and going to pulse. Pulse. Keeping your knees within your toes. We're going to pulse. When you're ready, inhale to stand. Utkadasana, mountain pose. Shift the weight forward and back. Release any tension from your feet, from your legs. Now we're coming into Utkadasana. We're just going to hold Utkadasana chair pose, feet together. When you're ready, inhale your arms up. And exhaling down. You can bring your hands down to your back. Gently wrapping your hands over your waist. Checking in, making sure you can see your toes. Lengthen the spine, scoop your rib to knee. We'll see if you can open your heart. Take a breath. One more breath. Inhale, rise up, press up. Utkadasana, mountain pose. Coming to sit on the chair. Feet together. Coming into rocking, draw the right knee in and draw your toes in. Connecting belly to thighs. Come over to massage. Massaging over the right sit bone. Keep the length through the spine, very gently, mindfully rolling over the sit bone, massaging all the tendons. Keep rocking and now point and flex through your ankle. Moving that energy from the lower leg. At the same time, we're contracting and stretching through the back of the lower leg. So we need at least 45 seconds to release the tendons through the sit bone. When you do this on your own, it's recommended for 2 minutes of rocking on each side to release any tension through the back. It helps with sciatica, activating through that spitch marma on top of the sit bone. So from here, draw the knee in, place your ankle on top of your left leg, and from here, open your knee to the side. We're coming to grow tall through the lower leg. So really stretching and reaching your toes into the side of the room. And from here, very slowly begin to circle. Beginning small, and then grow in the circle and reverse. Just feeling your ankle. And if there's any tension through your ankle. Now draw your toes in towards the knee. And from here, we're going to very gently oscillate using your right hand. Stretching through the thigh muscles, stretching through the hip. Coming into center, draw your toes into the knee. Tendency is to release. From here, take a deep breath in and exhaling forward. Coming into forward fold. So finding comfort in this figure 4 position, less is more. Next inhalation, rise up. We are going to come back to figure 4, but for now, cross that right leg in and hug your legs together. So almost automatically, it's like counter pose to the figure 4, and you press the lower leg into your thigh. You might feel some tenderness to activate the mama point through the lower legs. Inhaling, left arm up, and exhale to twist. Let's breathe into the spine. Seated tall, keep hugging and pressing your legs together. Lift your pelvic floor, navel in. Deep breath in. Beautiful. One more breath. Next inhalation, lengthen. Exhaling, coming into center, shake it up. Let's come to Malasana squat. So come to stand using your chair for balance. Bring the chair with its seat towards the center. Feet to the edges of the mat. 45-degree angle. And from here, we're going to inhale, arms up. Hands together, and exhale, coming into Malasana, hands to the heart or hands to the chair without collapsing. Bring awareness to your toes, gently hugging and pressing the toe bones in. Feel the big toe and the ball of the big toe on each foot. Feel the arches lifted, feel the edge of your foot. Draw the knee centers towards the baby toe. Lifting the pelvic floor. As you lift your pelvis just half an inch and hug through your sit bones. Scoop your big bone to navel, align your shoulders with your hips. Draw that energy into the center as if you could scissor your legs in. Closing the scissors. One more breath. And inhaling, rising up. Nice and slow. Exhale, toe heel your feet in. And come to sit back on the chair. Feet together. Draw your left knee in. Draw the toes towards the left knee. And hug, compressing the left hip. So we are tilting the pelvis forward here. We're not rounding the spine, right? So as we hug the leg in, draw that energy to roll over the sit bones, keeping the spine in neutral. We are hugging the leg to the belly and keeping that connection as we rock forward and back. So notice what happens to the right leg. 90-degree angle. And we feel the muscles activating. You should feel your calf muscles, should feel your hamstrings as you rock over the left sit bone. So the hamstrings are contracting. But more than hamstring, it's the isometric contraction of your calf muscles. As we press down to root down, press up. Here we're just holding left side belly to the thigh. And steady breath, soft breath, relax through your face as if you could breathe in and out through your face. If you feel tension through your face, you can draw the vowels. So I do A, E, I, O, U, like stretching my face, opening, closing, big smiles, big vowels. And coming into center, bring your left leg on top of the right leg. And draw your toes in, finding comfort in this position. Lengthen the spine. Pause. Gently oscillate. And coming to center. Draw toes into the knee, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Deep breath into the spine. Deep breath into the left hip. And inhale, rise up. Close your legs together, crossing the left leg on top of the right leg. And if there is like extra tissue of your calf muscle on the way, to hug the knee from behind, then just use your hand to kind of connect the back of your knee with your thigh, moving the thigh, and from here pressing in. You're going to find a release through the knee joint. Inhale. Deep breath in, inhale the right arm up, and exhale, come to the twist. So hugging the lower body, lifting the pelvic floor, core is active, naturally twisting, breathing in through the spine, always lengthening the spine. With softness through the shoulders, softness through the face. One more breath. And inhaling, growing tall, exhale, coming back to center and release. The beauty of Ayurvedic yoga is, it just came to me, that we can do the same pose, but with different cueing. So you notice for core, we focus on this, which is highly vascular area, very important organs connected to the blood tissue, right? So we're expanding, contracting. And for here, for the hips, we focus on the lower body, activating the marmas, where we bring the softness through the spine, because we always want to create that length through the spine. So coming to stand and back to Malasana squat. If you prefer to be behind your chair, because we are going to pulse up and down, you can come behind your chair and stand wide, aligning your body. And from here, really focus on drawing those knees in towards the baby toe as you exhale down, okay? So inhale, big breath in, arms come up to stretch again, front and back, and exhale, coming into a squat. And as we stay low, we're going to inhale up, pressing down with the heels, keeping your toes slightly connected, and then exhaling down, focusing on your knees, not to cross your toes and not to draw and collapse your knees down. So only go as low as you can, focusing on those hips, squeezing in those muscles and sit bones and pelvic floor as you come up. So let's do 8 more. Exhale down, inhale up, hug and squeeze. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Focus on squeezing through your sit bones, pelvic floor lifting, navel lifting. One last. Beautiful. Toe heel your feet in. Coming to sit on the chair. Feet together. Sitting on the edge of the chair. 90-degree angle with your feet, or however feels comfortable for you. We're coming into pressure cooker, so we're going to fold forward. Inhale up. Arms come up. Exhale down to the heart. Down to the legs, hands to the legs, and place your hands on the sides of your legs. Lengthen the spine, find comfortable position here. Exhaling out from the pelvic floor, keeping your sit bones heavy into the hands. So legs are pressing into the hands. Inhale, soften, lengthen the spine, and exhale. Press your hands into the legs, legs into the hands. Inhale, gently lift your heart, lengthen the spine, and exhale, lengthening spine even more, but pressing your hands into the legs, legs into the hands. And again, inhale, and exhaling out. Let's do one more. And inhale your heart up, walk your hands up and pause. Take a deep breath in. It's called pressure cooker. So by folding forward, bringing hands to the legs, we release pressure through the lower back, especially SI joints. So from here, we're going to root down through the hands, staying on the chair. We're going to balance by lifting one leg up and extending it. Inhaling in, exhaling, putting it down and switching. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale with strength, integrity, hugging all the tissues. Inhaling in, core is active, pelvic floor is lifted. Exhale, and inhale down. So toes are drawn in. You are leading with the heel to feel that activation through the back of the leg. Whenever you're ready, begin. Inhale up, exhale, extend, draw the toes in, lift your leg as much as you can, and then inhale, draw the knee in towards your shoulders, then moving your shoulders, and exhaling down. Bring awareness to the diaphragm. Diaphragmatic breath in that. One more on each side. Beautiful. Using the momentum, shift forward and back, folding forward. So inhaling up, exhale, connect belly to thighs, round the spine, lower your arms. Inhale, rise. Using the momentum, breath, movement. Keeping your legs together, knees together, hugging in, pelvic floor is lifted. Grow tall. One more. And exhale, release your hands and pause. Roll your shoulders back. Come to stand when you're ready. If you have a block handy, you're going to stand on the block. If you don't have the block, it's okay. We are shifting the weight to the right side. So using the block, standing the right leg on the block to hover the left. If you don't have a block, you can gently lift the left leg, draw your toes in. We are going to lead with the heel. From here, we're going to turn the left leg in, internally rotating from the hip, activating through the core. Core is active, shoulders aligned with your hips, relax through your neck and face. We're going to exhale out for 12, squeezing through the glutes and coming into center. Micro bend the right knee to avoid any hyperextension or locking the knee. Staying soft but strong through the right side. So the right knee is gently micro bending, hip is micro bending, but we're still hugging in skin to muscle, muscle to bone, strong foundation. So if the block is too much, just standing on the ground, you can lengthen and lift slightly through the left hip, internally rotate, draw the toes in, and then hug your pelvic floor and exhale out, inhale center. Okay, for 12. Hug in, knee to the sit bone, hamstring, 2 more. Beautiful, coming to sit on the chair, and we're going to draw the right knee in, come to figure 4 on the right side. Draw your toes into your knee. Deep breath in, and exhale, folding in any amount. Soft breath through the right side, hip, thigh. Exhaling, rounding the spine. Going a little bit deeper into the hip. And from here, inhaling, rising, release your legs, shake it up, tap it out. Coming into standing in front of the chair. Feet hip distance apart. Inhale your arms up and exhale down to the table. Standing table, lengthen through the back of your legs, shift the weight forward and back. Beautiful. From here, we're going to shift the weight to the left, draw the right knee in, toes in, leading with your heel, extend to the back, drop the right hip, extend through the left arm. We're going to bend the right leg and we're going to kick up for 10. Beautiful. From here, step the right leg forward, left leg back, and coming to warrior 2. Extending through the front leg, draw your toes in, drop your foot, bend your knee, lower your pelvis, toe heel your left foot back. Inhale, coming into the warrior 2 and pause. Aligning your body, shoulders, gazing forward, aligning your nose with your chin. Extend through the front knee and lean forward, reach for your chair. Inhale your left arm up, open up, go deep into the left hip. Deep breath in, lift your pelvic floor. And inhale, bend the front knee, nice and slow with integrity, hugging skin to muscle, muscle to bone. Rising up, toe heel in. Coming into Malasana, heels in, exhale, lower down to Malasana. So now we're coming into low Malasana, so finding your feet. Coming into low squat without falling. Only go as low as you can, as your knee joints allow you to, hips allow you to. Lifting your pelvic floor, hugging in without collapsing. And then inhale, rising up. Toe heel in. Coming into other side of the chair, using the block, shifting the weight to the left, either standing on the block or down on the ground. Internally rotate the right leg. And for 12, exhaling, kicking back, squeezing the glute muscles. Squeeze and release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release for 12. Beautiful. And as you come off, you come to sit to the figure 4 on the left side. Draw the knee in. Exhaling forward, lengthen the spine, breathe into the hip. And then inhaling out. Release your legs, bring your feet together, sitting on the edge of the chair. Inhale your arms up. Exhale down to the heart. As you lean forward, lengthening the spine. Down to the leg sides of the legs and keep that halfway lift through the spine. Deep breath in, exhaling, pressing your hands, legs into legs, legs into your hands. Inhale, lengthen, open the heart. Exhale, press out. Next inhalation, rise up. Exhaling, just coming to pause, to be. And coming to stand tall. So again, using the chair in front of you. Feet together. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold, coming into the table. Shift the weight forward and back. Stretch through the lower back, stretching, lifting the sit bones, lifting the pelvic floor. Beautiful. And from here, toe heel out, hip distance apart. Shift the weight to the right, bend the left knee. Draw your toes in, extend the leg, and then drop the hips. Square your hips, any amount. If you have tight glutes or hamstrings, you may feel this sciatica coming down through the side. It's pretty common, so just working with that hip. See if you can square the hip, maybe lower the leg to release the weight. And from here, bend the left knee. And we're going to extend the right arm and kick up for 10. And then shift the weight forward, step the left leg forward, right leg back, extend through the front, bend the knee, pivot on the back foot, and open up to warrior 2. Pause in warrior 2. Take your time, find your alignment, look down through your big toes. Draw the energy into the center, planting those hips. Lift your pelvic floor, sit bones, lengthen your spine, align your shoulders. Gazing forward, align your chin and your nose, extend through the front leg and reach forward, open up. Deep breath into the right hip, and you're going to draw that energy through the right shoulder back. Notice the difference as you lean forward and back, what happens to the hip. So it's the right hip, arm is up when we lean forward, or when we open back. We're getting deep into the psoas, we're getting deep into the QL, through the lumbar spine, but also getting deep into the hip. Breathing into the hip. Inhaling, softening, expanding, exhaling, softening to the heels, and then inhale, rise up, toe heel in to Malasana. Toe heel in, find your own Malasana. You're using the chair, coming into Malasana pose, lifting the pelvic floor, aligning. You can use the chair with your forearms down on the chair, lengthen the spine. And then inhale, rise up. Nice and slow, toe heel your feet in. We're coming into the chair, facing the chair for cat and cow, and then we're coming down to the ground. So inhaling, arms come up. Lengthen, exhale, forward, cat and cow. Really exaggerated. Keep your legs together, keep your knees extended, going deep into stretching, lifting your sit bones, stretching. And then coiling through the spine. Looking up, gazing up. One more. So from here, exhaling back, coming to sit back. And then maybe moving the chair away. Coming into boat pose. So we're going to hug the knees in, find the balance. Sit bones, tailbone, finding a tripod. And from here, inhaling your legs up to table. You can use your hands, hold your thighs in, hug in. Feeling the core active. Roll your shoulders back, lengthen through the spine. Aligning your ears with your shoulders helps to find the gravity, using the weight to strengthen the cervical spine. So avoid curling in and pulling on your neck. Gently relax, lengthen, crown to the sky. Maybe extend your arms forward. Press your knees together and point your toes. Deep breath into the ribcage, diaphragmatic breath. Notice your lower ribs. All sides, breathe in and exhale. Shift the weight forward, bring the feet together, butterfly. Bring your feet together, gently pressing your feet, relax through your hips, come to butterfly. Coming to life on your back, draw your knees into your heart. Put down through your sacrum and lengthen. And from here, we're going to extend the arms along the body, palms facing down. Look down through the back of your head, lift your heart, lower your shoulders, lower your heart, extend your legs, point and flex. Keep the length from the sit bone to your heels. We're coming into shaping diamonds for 8. So we're coming into exhaling down the legs, draw your toes in towards the knees. So you are leading with your heels. And when you come halfway, rotate out. Rotating out, externally rotating from the hips, then bringing the knees in to the side, closing it over the chest, and then extending up. I'm going to lie backwards towards the camera so you can see we've done this before. Extending out, rotate, lower, and bend the knees in. Keep the connection, heel to heel, and then exhale out. Pause to inhale. Grow tall from your sacrum through your heels. Grow tall. Reach your feet to the sky. Rotate. Exhale out. Inhale in. Close. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale in. Exhale as you extend. And inhale up. So you're inhaling with your legs. Draw the legs to the sky. Root down through your pelvis. That work stability of your core muscles of your pelvis. And then again, exhaling down. Inhale in. Close. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale lower. And now we're coming into flow. So just a little bit faster. Pause to inhale as you come to the top. I forget on rotating, but keep on rotating out. Work different muscles. Draw your chin to your chest to support your neck, always gazing up. Two more. And draw your knees in. Extend your arms to the side, extend your legs to the sky, cross the left leg on top of the right leg and draw your knees in. Go down through your sacrum. Gently lift your lumbar spine, chin to chest. Breathing in, all through the connection points. Breathing in through the back of your head. Breathing in through the back of your heart, your shoulder blades. Sacrum. And then exhale, arms to the side. Coming into gentle twist, finding the floor with your right foot, gazing towards the right side. With tension in your shoulders, you can draw the left arm up over your head. Just feeling your body. Notice where you have to release. And then exhale to the left side. Coming into side plank. Rolling onto the left side, feet together. You can bring the top leg in front of the left leg. Root down through the left forearm. And then inhale your hips up. So we're just going to come into the strengthening of side core. Exhale, lower your hips, bend your knees, bring your feet together. Stay up with your heart, resting here, supported on your shoulder. We're going to lift the feet for the climb. For 12, inhale, open and close. Eight more. Beautiful, and from here we're going to roll on the back and come into happy baby. Lie on your back, chin to chest. Anchor through your shoulders, draw your knees into your armpits, and then find the ankles. And down through the sacrum, and very gently rock side to side. And coming back to center, Extend your arms along the body, palms facing down. Inhale, lift your heart, drop your shoulders, anchor through your shoulder blades. Soften through your heart, chin to chest. Extend your legs up to the sky, draw your toes into your face. When you're ready, rotate out. Exhaling down, inhaling in, close. Exhale, up, pause, inhale. And keep going, shaking diamonds for 10. Keep your chin tucked. Down through the back of your head. You can go small. And finishing up. Hugging knees in. Extend up to the sky. Cross the right leg on top of the left leg. Bend your knees. Hug in, open your arms wide, and then finding the floor with the left foot, anchor with the left shoulder, gaze to the left side. Deep breath in. One more breath. Roll onto the right side and come into a plank on the right side. So your elbow is slightly in front of your shoulder, and as you lift, aligning, shoulder, elbow, opening up. And exhaling down onto the plum, heels together, knees are lifted. Inhaling up, exhaling for 10. And when you finish, exhale down to the back, draw your knees in to your chest. Extending your legs up to the sky, point and flex. And again, draw your toes in to your head and swing your legs very gently forward and back, forward and back. Keeping your legs together. Extend your arms along the body, palms facing down, come to pause. Draw your chin into your chest, and from here we're coming to exhale the legs down, halfway and pause. Hugging in through the core. When you're ready, exhale halfway and pause. Scoop your bum to navel, feeling your core muscles, relax your face, exhale, pause halfway. One more breath. Exhaling to hover, now hugging in, thighs, sit bones, legs, core, and exhale, relax. Let's flip your palms up, open your arms to the side without touching. Take a deep breath in, soften through your face. Soft, soothing breath. Deepening your inhalation. Noticing the lower rib cage. Bring your hands to the lower ribs. Gently resting. Spread your fingers wide. Place your hands over your rib cage. Feeling the breath in the lower ribs. In the lower lungs. Like I mentioned, the lower lungs are responsible for the highest diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So we want to direct this prana flow breath into the lower lungs. So our breath is slower, our breath is deeper. So with that in mind, gently draw your knees in and make your way to lie on one side of the body. And then feeling the right side of your rib cage and left side of your rib cage, breathing in. Notice the breathing pattern. Just deepen your breath. Breathing into both sides of your ribcage, focusing on the bottom of the ribcage simultaneously. Notice the synchrony of your ribcage. With the diaphragm, the movement we call breathing. And then slowly, when you're ready, inhale and rise up. Inhalation, inward, uprising breath. Coming to sit in a comfortable position. And close your eyes. It's this great poem that I wanted to share from this book. I'm reading, the breathing book that I showed you earlier, the breathing book by Donna Farhi. The poem is: walk slowly, talk little, love breath, be thrifty with affairs, think clearly. The body will consequently be light, and the hundreds of arteries would flow. The four limbs communicate pleasantly. The yellow court canon therefore states, in quote, the 1,000 calamities disappear and 100 illnesses are healed. One does not fear being injured by the cruel tiger or the wolf. In addition, one gets rid of old age and extends life forever. This poem is about breath. It's called Catching Your Breath. Walk slowly, talk little, love breath. Ayurveda teaches that we should only talk on the exhalation. So keep that in mind. I wanted to thank you so much for being here live or watching the replay. I wish this practice serves you well. This breath, slowing down the breath, this is all we can do. We have control over the breath. So grateful, wishing you an amazing day, a great weekend. Namaste.